All right, I want to start today's video off by coming outside to my Z and seeing my cat in the back. What are you doing, Franny? I was so confused at how she got in because all my windows are closed, but I realized out the driver's side window open and she got in and she's just chilling. What's up, kitty? I wasn't planning on filming much, but our buddy Luke just got his Sileighty running. It's probably like our favorite Sileighty ever.
Hell yeah, very sweet.
So his car has been down all season. He's had a lot of bad luck with SRs, so he kept buying a lot of used SR parts, trying to basically piece one together because he blew his up. And he kept getting screwed and buying junk parts. Well, he didn't really know they were junk, he just kind of kept getting screwed, but he was able to piece a motor together very recently and his car is now running. But now there's a lot of little things that it needs, and so he's coming down here for reinforcements, and we're gonna get his car dialed, aka just try and do as many things for him as he can. He's got a lot of wiring issues, and so we're gonna get that settled in today. Oh my God. This car.
Pick up my phone call, huh? Hi.
Oh, hi, Luke.
My car is finished. Woo.
This is insane to see, dude.
Yeah, it's like weird. It runs really good.
This is a good time to do this. So a lot of people still give beef about the whole situation when Cam cut his D-Max hood because of his SR, and everyone's like, oh, it fits if you just put hood risers on it. No, it doesn't. So here's a good representation. You got hood risers on, don't you? Yeah, look at them. It's an inch space right there. That's a good hood rise, and it still doesn't come close to fitting.
Wait, chill. And peep the oil cap. Stock oil cap also does not fit, as you can tell by the rubbing.
There you go. So for all you butthurts out there that say it will fit,
These would suck.
what is the long list of stuff we were trying to accomplish?
Okay, so first thing is, for some reason I can't figure out why my coolant temperature gauge doesn't work, which is a big deal. I just been running my fans, trusting it. I don't think it's overheating.
No, it's very apparent when SRs overheat too.
Dude, but see, the thing is, like, it worked fine. I tried 3 different clusters last night. I pulled them all apart, tried new clusters, same thing. My tack doesn't work either, and my speedo doesn't work. Actually, sometimes my speedo works as a tack, and then sometimes it jumps up to like the correct amount. It's really funky, dude. The wiring in this car is really weird. Like, the engine bay wiring and all that is good, but some of the interior chassis harness shit is not so good. So
we'll get it right.
yeah, we got
Beautiful SR setup. Alright, so I put power straight into the temp gauge in the engine bay, hoping that would power the cluster, hoping to see it move, but it didn't, so that means that there's no connection to the gauge itself. So as of right now, we're checking the part of the... So let's explain this a little bit better. So there, the engine harness itself, it connects to the harness underneath the dash, which then connects to the gauge cluster by one little plug. And we're gonna go and check that one little plug out and then put power there and see if we can get it to move from there. If it doesn't move, that means there's a short somewhere underneath the dash. Does that make sense? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Maybe. So we gotta drop the glove box.
It's out.
Luke had the dash connect for the engine harness not connected, and we connected it, and we were hoping that would be the issue because that makes, you know, 100% like.
Wait, so what
sense.
is the plug that I had it connected to go to?
I have no idea. So
I'm so confused.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, so we plugged it in and I was hoping that would work because that is the plug that tells the gauges what the engine is doing, and it still doesn't work. So we got some more chasing to do.
Chasing.
We plugged in the ECU connect that's supposed to connect to the body harness, which then connects to the gauge, and we were hoping that would work because it would only make sense that it would work. But when Luke is actually using an OEM SR20 harness and not a conversion harness, so they actually have a different pinout for the right-hand drive chassis versus the left-hand drive chassis. You're supposed to clip the harness and you know, swap the wires around, but Luke's was never snipped and corrected, but he said his gauges used to work. So it doesn't really make 100% sense. And then I put power to the gauge directly on the harness of the dash, like completely, you know, let's neglect the whole engine harness, and we're putting power into the connect that goes straight to the gauge, and the gauge isn't moving at all. So we're kind of at the edge of maybe his gauge might be bad, because he said he put like 3 different clusters in since. So we're gonna pull the cluster and try that. Trial and error. So fun.
Such a F word. Major F word.
I need my stubby.
Such a pain.
Yeah, it's good times. I did this yesterday.
The connection from the plug underneath the dash to the cluster, we tested it and the connection's good. And so then we tested the connection from the plug to the actual sensor in the bay, and that was good. So we plugged it all in, and now the whole circuit is connected, which means the cluster is probably bad.
It's okay, I have more.
I'm trying to get gnarly, brother.
Let's see it, Jip. Come on.
What do you want to see? Flat ground Superman? Come on. Is that what it is? Is that the trick? This is hard.
All right, so Luke is just gonna drive back to his shop with everything off.
I have a cluster, so I might as well.
So I hope it's the cluster. I mean, all our evidence points to it. It kind of makes sense the way we did everything.
The fact that that plug wasn't plugged in, I just had it plugged in the wrong spot. Maybe the ones that I'm gonna try this time actually will work. So thank you, Jimmy, for helping me.
Yeah, of course. You know what? I'm still a little weary though, because Luke tells me that this is all the same harnesses and everything from like a season or 2 ago, and it all worked.
I don't know, man.
It's an OEM SR harness, and you're supposed to rewire the dash plug, and this one's not rewired. So I don't know what kind of witchcraft this car is under, but we'll find out.
We are back, live. Another episode of YouTube. Jim, or should I say, Chip?
No, I'm kidding.
Show me something.
Luke, let me know how the cluster swap goes.
I will let you know.
All right, now you have to drive home with nothing.
It's not like I was getting anything before anyways, so.
True.
Alright, dog.
Wait, homie.
Peace.
What's up? Giving the Nard body its first wash. Dude, how is it? I'm so stoked you have like a pretty solid daily now.
Best daily driver I've ever owned in my entire life. Tucker!
I love this truck, dude. These things stock are so cool.
Absolutely, stock height and stuff, it's like, oh, it's such a nice ride. Bench seat, Tucker loves the bench seat.
Oh, I
He
can
takes up
only
2/3 of it, so it's awesome.
So it's officially Friday down here at the shop. It is gorgeous out. All the guys are coming down. It's gonna be a good night. I'm going absolutely insane. The next couple weeks is gonna be absolutely ridiculous, and I'm so excited. The FD is showing up literally next week, which is ridiculous. So next week, I'm literally going to Las Vegas, which is insane. I'm going to SEMA for a couple days. I'm super excited. That is gonna be a ridiculous experience. Like, I'm in awe, like freaking out about it. So the FD is actually coming in when I'm out there, and then Jip's turbo kit should be coming in when I'm out there also. So when I get back, things are gonna be absolutely insane. The next couple weeks is gonna be amazing footage. I'm so excited for it. I'm so excited to start wrenching again and throwing together some cool projects. So I'm trying to go full force with the FD. I've been hitting up a lot of companies, trying to get a lot of sponsorships just so we could actually get the ball rolling really fast, and so far so good. So I don't know, I'm freaking out, but let's just continue with the day. I just had to share because I'm going nuts and I'm super excited. Fortunately, it has come to the moment of having to compression test Drew's car. We were hoping we wouldn't have to go this far, but nothing we really do makes his car run 100%. It's still being pretty iffy after everything we did and tested, so this is gonna give us the...
Look at these plugs.
Yeah, they're a lot wider than we were hoping. If it's focused on them. There you go.
No bueno.
We're gonna test each cylinder, and hopefully we see at least over $160 in each.
Across the board, even compression. But at this point, how you feeling about it? I don't feel too confident.
Not too good.
The SR might be
There's really no reason why you should have lost compression though. Your car has never had low oil pressure. He's never overheated this thing. Drew doesn't have that many miles on it actually. Even at the event, it wasn't really beat on. So hopefully it wasn't just running lean because of the tune. We'll find out. All right, cylinder number 1.
Are we ready?
Yep. Yeah, keep cranking it. Got 120. All right, let's move on.
No way.
All right, cylinder 2. It's even, it's 120 again. Got it. And we're at $120 again. These numbers are trash, but they're consistent, which is good, but weird. And your last cylinder. All right, so we're 120 across the board. It's really even compression, which is weird. It means it kind of wore out consistently, but it's definitely low. The numbers are supposed to be around 150 to 160. Yeah. Would be like good numbers. Anything under like 140
is no good.
So that's so weird. This sucks.
This really sucks.
At least it's not spring.
Yeah. Still got 2 more events left. Definitely gonna be sad if I can't make it to this last one, because especially since Jip is supposed to be driving and the whole gang's gonna be out there. But this is just part of the game, and
I don't want to hear that SRs are trash either. I hate when people say that. It's just
I'm not saying that by any means either, and Jimmy knows that. Like, SRs are very good, reliable motors. It's just this happens with any car. Jay-Z's blow up too.
Wavy just showed up.
What's up, guys?
So the fact that it's evenly low compression down the board makes me wonder if it might have possibly skipped timing, which it does kind of make a lot of sense, especially the way it's been running. Because if it honestly, with low compression evenly like that, it still should run half decent, not that good, but it should just kind of be more of a loss of power than anything. So we're gonna pull up his valve core now and hopefully be able to check his timing to see if it's off a tooth or so. If it is, that's awesome, because we could fix that. So fingers crossed. We're gonna have our buddy Justin come down and take a look at it later when he gets a free moment, just to verify, just so we have another opinion before we start making any dramatic moves. But until then, we're just gonna hang around and with high hopes and eat some pizza.
Eat some pizza.
But it's got a nice bite, Randall.
Hold on. It is really hot.
All right, Justin showed up for some reassurance.
Arrow.
And he verified that the timing is good, like we thought, which kind of sucks. But we're gonna do a quick check to make sure if it's the rings or not. So for this, you do is you pour about a cap filled, I think, of oil in the cylinder, and if your compression increases greatly, that usually means it's a ring. The oil helps create a better seal within the piston on the walls. So it kind of, like better seal, better compression. That makes sense. Okay, so we're gonna do that.
Got some oil for the hard body, but gotta sacrifice it for the SR20. Woo-wee. Are the plugs are in?
Cylinder 1 is open. We're kind of hoping it's the head gasket, honestly.
1.
It increased about 10 psi. Compression is low, but it's even, and it's not ridiculously low. It's quite low. It's very low. The car should still be able to run fine, and probably has a decent loss of power, but it should still run fine. So we're gonna try and get it to run as good as possible, because we want Drew to be able to drift next week, and we're convinced that there's something else that is causing the issue for it to run poorly. So the two last things we didn't check was an igniter and a fuel pump. Now Justin did suggest these two. It's very likely. I wish we did check them. The fuel pump makes a lot of sense because once we put in the stock injectors again, his car was idling fine, but once he took it down the road, it started to break up, which makes a lot of sense. The fuel pump got hot, started to break up, whatever. So we're gonna do the igniter because that's easy because we took it from my car. Fuel pump, we're probably gonna wait and get one tomorrow from Roger because he probably has one. And then throw that in and see how it goes. So we're putting her back together.
Let's hope for the best. Hopefully it's one of these two issues and we don't have to put my motor and it won't cost me a bunch of money.
True.
Because I want to drift this year. Boy. Get new plugs, get a fuel pump, take it for a test drive tomorrow. Hopefully everything works out. If not, probably pull the motor.
Yeah, but I mean, either way, Drew has low compression, so that is really crappy news, but luckily it is the end of the season. If we can get this running for just another event or two, I think we should be all right. I know Adam LZ was running on low compression for quite a few events before he fixed his motor, so I think we should be all set. It's nice because it's evenly low compressed, so whatever. So we're gonna get it running nice, get it ready to drift, and then we're gonna pull the motor and get it ready for next year. But it's kind of a blessing in disguise because now it gives us a good excuse to pull Drew's motor, freshen it up, put a new head gasket in it, put studs in it, and now we could up the boost, which means we could up the power, which means we will make it
more fun, more boost, more drifts.
It'll be a good experience. We'll both learn a lot, so whatever. Got to see the positives and everything. All right, so we're just gonna call it a defeated night.
Defeated for sure. Unfortunately, low compression, but tomorrow's a new day. Hopefully we will get a fuel pump, try the igniter, take it for a cruise, see if it's any better. If not,
Tuck is so eager to leave. Look at him.
he's had a long day. He's been here all day. It's late now. So
Look at you, little chubby.
I don't blame him.
He's getting so fat.
He is getting fat. He's bulking up for the winter. It's
True.
hibernation season.
Cool.
Until tomorrow. Tomorrow's a new day, like I said. Hopefully we'll get it all figured out. If not,
We text Roger.
yeah, I know. I need to get a hold of him.
So we played around with my buddy Sileighty's wiring. Hopefully getting the gauges to work. I still haven't heard an update from him yet to see if the new cluster works. We're gonna find out. I'll probably see him tomorrow. And we also find out that Drew's car is low compression, which sucks, but it's okay. We will move on. We will prevail. We will make it better, faster, stronger, and all that good stuff. But I'm gonna call it a night. It is late here, so you guys know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe. Subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. I will probably see you guys tomorrow. Take care.